Hi guys! So first I want to apologize if you hear my fan in the background. It is too hot in California and my room it's getting hot at night, so bear with me. Welcome to or back to the podcast, the YouTube channel, wherever you're seeing or hearing me at. I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you. I actually just recorded this entire podcast and my audio was muted. My microphone was muted, so that's quite unfortunate, and I hope that does not happen again. Actually, in order to avoid this, I'm going to check and see if it's working now. So I do want to start by doing some breath work and affirmations to set the tone. We are abundant and we are protected. So I want everyone to take a deep breath into the nostrils. Breathe out the mouth. Take another deep breath through the belly. Relax the nervous system, out the mouth. One more time. And out. Okay. We have calmed down a little bit. It's tranquil. I want everyone to know that we are abundant. And I want you to repeat after me. I am abundant. I have more than enough. I am successful. I am so lucky. People love to give me money. Money is a tool for survival and my well-being. If you're listening on the podcast, this is Adarah the Mystic. If we're on YouTube, hi, it's just me. Today we're going to be talking about detachment, and I feel like this will be a really nice series because I feel as women we need to tap into this. This is a skill that can be used whenever it is needed because we tend to attach to people, and honestly, not even just as human beings, it is a human thing to attach to people. It can come from many different things in life. We are going to find some ways to do this in a healthy manner. So let's get into it. So I actually do want to say that I just recorded this entire podcast and my microphone was on mute. I wanted to cry. I promise you I was crying inside. I was crying inside. That is not the way to go. And so here we are. Hopefully it is better the second go round. Can't complain. I get a second chance at getting my message across. So we'll see. If you're watching this video, you may feel that you have attachment issues. You may feel as if you are lonely, that you are less than, that, other people don't like you, and that you have a problem, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you miss someone a lot, maybe too much. Maybe you just have a hard time letting go. And this is why we need to have the skill of detachment, because holding on to things may be painful. It's kind of like holding on to the blade of a knife. You are hurting yourself by holding on. You need to let go. Detachment is not that you own nothing. It's that nothing owns you. You are free. So if nobody wants you, you're free. Like this is a statement that I came across maybe last year. I don't know if it was in a song. I think it's in a song, but definitely has stuck in my mind. Like, that is very much so true, because if you really think about it, if you are not living to please anyone, if you are not caring what these people that negatively put things towards you are saying, you're not living for them. You're living for yourself. Like, you are free. Like, you are as free as you can be. It's your prerogative. You could literally do what you want to do. If you are not thinking about being judged by people, if you're not thinking about what other people may think about you and all of those other things, you will do what you want to do in this life. Genuinely. We need to get out of that mindset that, oh, what are they going to think? Who cares? If they have something bad to say, it wasn't for them. If they don't contribute to you and your growth and your craft and what you're doing, then it is not for them. Who cares what they think? Who cares? Who cares? When it comes to attachment, we need to understand what we are attached to. Because are you attached to this person and this experience and their love, just everything about it? Or are you attached to the memory of this person and what you thought of their potential? Are you attached to the idea of this person? When you find yourself missing memories of a person and looking at the potential of a person, of what could have been, what you could have been, and what we could have been, you're just shouting to a void of nothing, because it doesn't really exist. It's there, but it doesn't really exist. When you're thinking about the memory of the person, you are not in the present moment. You are not looking at that person for who they are right now in their relationship to you in your life. It does not serve you in any way to miss a person to that point, to miss, to hold on to something to that point to where it is draining you and dragging you in your present life. It is not healthy. It's not okay. You may just miss what this person had to offer you. If you cannot sit in a room with yourself and be okay, you may have a problem with yourself. There may be something going on with inside of you that you are trying to escape and avoid, and that is an issue. You should want to be at a state in your life, especially as an adult, that you are okay with being alone. You are okay with operating alone as a functional individual human being. And that honestly should be a standard for your life. Like, I should be able to do anything and just think freely on my own without anyone interrupting me, period. So make sure that you are missing someone out of the right reasons. It is okay to miss a person, but missing someone is missing experience and being appreciative of the experience that that person gave you and learning from that experience and using that in your everyday life. I feel like if you truly appreciate the time that you have with someone and understand that we only borrow people, everyone is on borrowed time. If you truly understand that, you will appreciate the time that you have with that person. If their memories are so good to you, that will carry in your everyday life. That person is with you in your everyday life. But it's that person back then. It is not the person in your present life. So if you're going to hold on to a person, hold on to them in a positive way where, maybe you carry some of their positive traits, or maybe, some of the things that they said to you in the past have been positive and you carry that into your everyday life. But other than appreciating the love and experience that you've had with a person or a thing, everything else is just you wandering and yearning and wanting for something that you don't even know exists. And it's a waste of time. And it holds you back. And it's not healthy. So, no more. The second point that I have on this is knowing yourself. I honestly and truly feel that I've always been a very self-conscious person. I've always known, my third-person bird's eye view has always been, a thing for me. I've always been very aware of my actions and how I treat other people. It's kind of, been ingrained in me to do that, which is, a good thing. I feel like I've had to dismantle a little bit of the anxiety that comes with being very aware of yourself. But, it is a very good skill to have, to be self-aware, because you need to know how you are perceived by a general understanding of, interaction. So you need to know if you're coming off rude or if you're coming off judgy. You need to kind of understand language and understand that other people are perceiving you and can understand what you're saying. A lot of people walk around and they, well, this person says that I'm mean and that I'm rude and da-da-da and this and that, but in actuality, this person is perceiving you have weird body language, very, very weird facial expressions, smacking their lips whenever you say something, or, people are perceiving that, people are seeing that, and you may not be aware that you are doing these things. You may not be aware that you are giving off this energy that is rude and disrespectful and mean and bitchy, but girl, it's you have to be aware of this because you're telling on yourself. You tell on yourself through your body language, through the things that you say, through the hater energy. You know, people can pick up on that, especially people that are way more aware about themselves. So we need to look inward and understand what is going on with us before we even think about what's going on with other people. So look inward. Let's talk about it. Being aware of your attachment styles is very important, especially when it comes to detachment. I feel like understanding your situation in a whole, the person that you are attached to, if they're attached to you as well, what is their way of communicating? I feel like we can kind of categorize some of our reactions as, you know, like anxious, avoidant, confident. So you can kind of see how a person reacts to conflict or how they react to certain things that may make or break a situation. Like if you and your partner are having a disagreement and one of you has an anxious attachment style and the other one of you has an avoidant attachment style, like knowing that could fix a lot of problems. Your partner who is anxious, that is constantly saying things, you know, trying to defend themselves, trying to explain themselves over and over again, and just trying to make sure that you're hearing them and understanding them because they're so anxious and filled with anxiety. You are also anxious and filled with anxiety, but you're stonewalling, you're not saying anything, you're trying to process, you're, you know, the total opposite. You not knowing that could cause, like, it could be a big issue in how you communicate, but knowing that could be everything in your relationship. Be aware of how you are with others and how you are with yourself, because it could make or break your relationship with other people. To know how you communicate and to know how they communicate with other people, how they communicate with you is very, very important. And for yourself as well, how you communicate with other people, how you communicate with yourself, important. Learn it, study it, be a master of your own self. There was this quote that I sent to my boyfriend that he really, really loved, and I honestly really, really love it. At the same time, it was like a picture of someone climbing a mountain, and it was like, you climb the mountain to see the world, not for the world to see you. And that really, really, really stuck with me, because that is the total truth. When you are living your life, when you are making your goals, when you are hitting your goals, when you are doing the things that you set out to do, make sure that you are doing these things for yourself. Because if you are doing these things for other people, it's just up in the air. It's not tangible. It's not efficient. It's not secure. The only secure thing that you will ever have in your life is yourself. The only secure thing you'll ever have in your life is yourself. That is the truth, the honest truth. That is a fact. And that is the only thing that you can prove. Like, I have me. That is it. At the end of the day, I have myself. Like, no matter what, like, you could have the closest people to you in your life. I really pray that they are with you physically the entire way. But at the end of the day, I cannot jump into their body. They cannot jump into mine. This is the only vessel that I'll ever have in my life. I am me. I'm not my mind. So this is my life. This is my journey. This is my path. No one else could or should ever dictate whatever is going on in my life and how I live it, because that would make no sense. They're not living my life. Why would they have any say in what goes on in what I'm doing? You can give me advice. I love advice. I love to see different points of view. I love to hear other people's experiences. I would love to learn from your mistakes. But at the end of the day, this is my life, and I will treat it as such. And I encourage everyone else to do the same, especially if you fall into these people-pleasing habits. You do not need to live your life for anyone else, because I guarantee you, people are living their lives for themselves. You will be way more successful if you live your life for yourself, not anyone else. I think that the main thing of all of this is self-confidence and self-love. You really have to be able to know yourself, stand alone, and be so confident and sure that you will make it happen on your own, and you don't have to depend on anyone. You don't have to rely on anyone. You don't have to expect anything from anyone, because at the end of the day, you know that you've got it. And that is the way to live. That is the way to live, because when you have that power in yourself, you then choose to have people in your life. Because it is a choice and a luxury to have solid and standard people in your life. You should not have just anybody in your life, especially if they are not contributing to anything. It should solely be people contributing to your life and you doing the same, vice versa, reciprocating the energy. It being a growing pond of success and love and just health and wealth and everything. It should be a collective good for everyone. You should not be worried about the other people that are not supporting you. Ever. Whenever you are falling in love with yourself, you actually will see these signs in other people that you didn't even see in yourself. The loneliness, the bashing yourself talk, the putting other people on a pedestal. These are all things that you may not be aware of, but other people that have already passed that and would never say those things about themselves or other people see you doing those things. That is to be aware, because they might be turned off by that. The people that you seek, the relationships that you seek, you can deter them from speaking that way, especially about yourself, because a person that is confident in their self and loves themselves will look at a person that is talking down on themselves and putting other people on a pedestal. Like, I would never say that to myself. Like, why would you say that about yourself? The power that you have is in your tongue. You have to be careful with how you speak of yourself, especially around other people, because like I said, we pick up on that. The people that know I would never speak that way of myself, I would never speak that way of other people. I can't believe you said that out loud, not even from a judgy place, but from a place of, wow, you view yourself this way, and it's sad. Like I said, literally not from a judgy place. Whenever people tell me these like sad and depressing things about themselves and the way that they view themselves and other people, it makes me sad, and I'm literally trying my hardest to give them the best advice, but it is draining, because there's only so much that you can do for people that feel sorry for themselves, and I'm not a person that feels sorry for myself. I'm not a victim. Like I said, it may deter people from wanting to be around you, and you may block your blessings by not even knowing that you're portraying yourself in this way. Be confident. Be confident in yourself. Know that what you're doing is right. Know that what you're doing is correct. It's good. It's efficient. It's professional. It's going to make you money. You're going to do everything that you need to do. There's nothing to worry about. So when you love yourself, you naturally take these other people off the pedestal, because you're looking at yourself and doing the things that you were doing for these other people for yourself, and realizing that the benefits of taking care of yourself versus taking care of other people first always win. They always win. Because when you fill your cup, you can help others. But you have to fill your cup first. You cannot help other people on an empty tank. You cannot. It's not possible. You will burn yourself dry. It will not be a thing. I'm sorry. That's why you're tired. That's why you feel burned out. That's why you feel lonely. That's why you feel like you need other people, is because you are living through them. You have to live through yourself. Take yourself on dates. Learn your love language. Learn what you like to do. Have staple things in your life. This is my favorite food. This is my favorite color, my favorite album, my favorite movie. Have comfort shows. Put it on. Watch a series 3 times if you need to. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Exfoliate your body. Exfoliate your skin. Go get your facial. Go get your lashes done. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Do your makeup. Go on a run. Go eat fruit. Take care of yourself. Go on a hike. Have fun with your friends. Like, take care of yourself. Learn yourself. Love yourself. Shadow work. Journal. Make goals. Make dreams. Make vision boards. Do fashion. Like, do anything that you want in this life, because this is your life, and we are here to experience life in the way that we want to live it, in the best way possible. Have good morals and live a good freaking life, because this is all that we have. This is all that we have. And make some money, because I guess that's what we need in this world, is some money. So money is a tool for survival, period. This is part 1 of the Detachment series. We touched base on a couple of, I guess, introductory things just to remind you to keep in mind, like, this is what we're getting into, girls, because we need to live for ourselves. I am sick and tired of girls coming up to me, basically just telling me how dependent they are on someone else. They miss them so much that they would go through all of that pain again. They would risk going through all of that pain just to be with the person. Are they that important to you that you would risk opening up another wound? Seriously? I don't want this for you guys. I want better for you. Seriously. We should never settle for anything. If somebody is not going to treat you right, if you have given them the opportunity to treat you right and they don't, what are you here for? Bye. On to the next. And this isn't even just about relationships, friendships, jobs, anything. You can move on. Do better for yourself. Leave people where they had you messed up at. Exactly where they had you messed up at, because what else would you need them for? Absolutely nothing, period. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Next podcast, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and start writing my outline for it, but I do want to talk about some self-care practices that we can incorporate into our lives that can really honestly help us so much to understand that we have to take care of ourselves first before we incorporate anyone else into our lives. That makes us solid people, that makes us very much valuable people, and we can contribute a lot more to our society by being valuable people, and that means being a strong individual. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast or watching on my YouTube channel. I am super excited to get this out to you guys, and I cannot wait for the next one to drop. Leave me comments in the comment section if you do have any suggestions or anything, any conversations that you want to start up. Let's talk. DM me if you want to talk. I'm super down. So I really hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, night, whatever the case may be. See you next time.